Hey everybody, I want to welcome you back to another video. Today we're at the Got to Be NC Festival here in Raleigh at the State Fairgrounds. I figure I'll do a little bit of filming here. I don't know, I just kind of been enjoying the day talking to people. So I figure I'll do a little bit of filming here before anything else leaves. Because I'm sure there's a few that's left by now, and I think there's a few that have, they're off taking pictures, so I'm gonna try to film a little bit. Here's Mr. Max Armstrong's Super H. As I was saying, I'm gonna try to get some of these on video. It's pretty complete here now. A lot of red here, that's for sure. I need to run over there and get some of the John Deere and the Alice stuff, because I'm not sure how much longer they'll be around. Some really nice tractors here on the end here. I have to say, interesting gear design for these. It reminds me of the John Deere Power Shift, like on a 4020, a little bit. If you like Cubs, this is the place to be. They're everywhere. Here's my little tractor here. Nothing special, but it's mine, so it made it anyway. Not by far, not the nicest here. Probably about the worst. But, you know, it's got character to it. That's one thing. Plenty of character. Nice restored Cub. Nice 140. Colton's MV here. Little 404 here. And another Cub from Colton. Up here with duals and a front end loader. That's something you see every day. Another Cub. Excellent restoration on that one. Flat shine. Looks like an original here. This one's got a good deck on it. I like the 42-inch decks. Mine's a 60-inch, and I think it's more designed for yards, where this one would be better for actual brush. If you were going to use one for that, which, you know, Cub don't have that much horsepower. It's not going to want to cut well in real thick stuff. My absolute dream Cub right here. It's a 64. It's the only year of the Farmall Cub square hood, and yeah, that's a dream. The ultimate Cub to me is this one. Got about every iteration of the Cub. You got an early, you got what came in the middle, and then you got square hoods. This one, and then just about every version of the Cub is in this lineup. Of course, there's a few other ones. There's not a one like mine, but you know, pretty nice. You can about see a general progression of the Cub. Some more Cubs there. A white Demonstrator C. Super C pulling tractor. Bet that one sounds good. A lot more Cubs on this side. There's a nice little 47 Cub here in about the middle of the row. Absolutely no options whatsoever. It's not got any electric, and no hydraulics. That is a plain Jane tractor right there. End of a Chapter 37 display. Got it all set up nicely here. As you can see, cultivating tractors are our deal down here. a lot of other shows more north you go, it seems like there's a lot less of these, but these are what was popular here, and that's what's sold down here. 2 exhaust lift tractors here, an A and a AV, which is pretty nice to see. Looks original, minus decals. Yeah, not something you see every day, that's for sure. There's a Super. White demonstrator cup here. Deer, a couple other deers. Now here's a 1550 Oliver, most likely an older repaint. The white's not correct. It's a little bit whiter than it should be, I think, and then this paint. Yeah, gas burner. Don't see too many 1550s. Trying to think if I've seen that tractor before somewhere, but I can't think of it offhand. David Bradley here looks like it's been Predator swapped, just judging by that engine. Don't look like the original one that's been in there. Maybe it is. Massey Harris, a Deere, an A, John Deere. Oliver drill. I really like that economy. I'd like to find me one, but that'd be a future thing. I've told myself I'm not going to buy anything else until I can get the Cub Cadets running and like they're supposed to, but we'll see how that goes. Really, I should say until I get the Oliver fixed, but I could see myself going out and getting one of these. I think I could find use for one. Wouldn't mind that lowboy either. Another tractor I'd really like to have is that LA. I don't know, I've always really liked them. Carson says they're the ugliest tractor he's ever seen, so I don't know, they're a neat little thing. Maybe I just like small tractors anyway. You know, I bought a Cub and then I look at LAs and economies and stuff like that. A lot of people drift towards the big stuff. Maybe I just am different and goes towards the littler stuff. I don't know. Out here in the Jim Graham building, there's a lot of stuff going on, some vendors, and that back wall is where the livestock is, but I just kind of did my best to get some pictures because it's pretty well crowded. I don't think I've ever seen one of these, which I don't go to John Deere dealerships or dealerships that often, but this thing's mighty little. And I think it's surprising it still has a choke. I figured they had fuel injected everything by this point besides lawnmowers. And there's a good possibility this one has a lawnmower engine in it. That wouldn't surprise me. That would be a Deere thing to do, for better or for worse. Quality Equipment's got a pretty nice little display set up here. Mostly all little tractors. I would have thought they'd have had at least a 50, 60, 70, or whatever the numbers are, 50, 50, something. A little bit bigger than a 440, 44M, but, that's how they do things. Still pretty nice display. Seems to be a hit with the young'uns. We'll try to catch some more tractors here. 274, wide front end H, Super M, 350, 400, some modifications. Little Cub here. Looks like a fairly nice little machine. 330, 430, 2520. 3020 and a 4020, a 806 and a 706. Probably one of the nicest 06 series I've ever seen right there. Those are top notch. So John Deere's here. There's a 40, 1020, 2020, 2520. A lot of 20s here.
Well, these both I bought these for the same. I bought these.
4,000 here. I don't think I've seen one of these before. Best I understand it, these are kind of like a stripped down 4020. Not a whole lot of these around. 4320 with a cab. I know those cabs probably aren't that nice to use, but I think they look good. That tractor's just really got a stance to it. From afar, you know, it really sticks out. Makes it look bigger than it is because that's a 60/30, and I mean that's a lot of tractor, but that cab helps that 4320 out. A 4040. Interesting that it's open station. Never seen that before. I wonder if that's how it came from the factory, if somebody just removed the cab. Not that I know much about John Deere's anyway. Here's a 4230. Low profile. Like I say, never seen one of them either. Runs the exhaust like the Cub out the back. Wonder how that step interferes. Just barely not touching. See if it says 1/3 from last. 44. Glad to see that one hanging around then. Looks like some rare tractors here. Over there you saw them at Benson, if you watched that video. A D21. I think this is only the second one I've ever seen, because there's one at Carthage that's got a cab on it. Have to say those interesting wheels. Never seen that before. Not sure if that's factory or not. This one was in Ran Tool yesterday, last year for the Half Century of Progress show. Got this one in reverse. Duals on the front. Painted up in an interesting combination. Come back down the other side backwards. Little D12 there. Quite like these. Not something you see every day. Going back to the point about me liking small tractors, I guess. Yeah, I don't see that very often. It's probably the most Allis-Chalmers I've ever seen in one spot, to be honest. I think we saw that 190 and the 180 at the Benson show. 170 here. Wonder what that would have replaced. A D17 maybe? And these here, sure it took a while to get all these hauled in. I think they're all from the same place, because they all have that sticker on them. But yeah, not something you see every day. I like to see them here though. 185 Tobacco Special. Kind of neat. Wonder what makes it different. It sits up maybe a little bit higher. D10 here, and then a I Industrial B. Good gathering of all kind of tractors here. This last row of tractors here, I think these are the only ones I ain't shown. Really nice 50 and a really nice B. Probably the nicest 8N I've seen in a while. A modern 8N. Odd looking thing that is. And of course the tractor you really want to see, the Oliver. Probably the loudest thing down here, tractor wise. That thing is not quiet whatsoever. Over here, I'll grab them because I'm sure they're about to head out. I really like Scouts. I'd really like a Travel, although I don't think I've seen one of them at a show before. But they're what I'd really like. But I sure wouldn't turn any of these down. Probably never be able to afford to own one of these, but oh well, that's how it goes. Hardin Thanksgiving birds for 2022 here. Got chocolate and chip. What you call the exclusive view. You can get a good look at it from up here. I have to say, it's quite interesting. This thing likes to bounce a little bit, so better hold on to this camera pretty tight. But you can really get a good look of what's here from up here. Get a good look of the Chapter 37 stuff. A lot of tractors right there, that's for sure. They said I wouldn't do it. Sometimes you gotta overcome your fears. Because I don't like heights, not at all. In fact, I'm trying not to look down that much, but you know, sometimes you gotta do stuff for the YouTube. I hated they couldn't have the tractor pull today. I was looking forward to that.